En vivo.
Ahorita va ganando Optic.
Sí. Pues es que ellos son mejores en Hardpoint.
En vez de eso, en vez de
No manches, Jacob va 6-0.
Sí,
7-0.
7-0, ahora pues tu directo va más adelantado que el mío.
No, 7-0, o sea, el Jacob. ¿Sí has visto? Ya lo sacaron. 8-1, qué pedo. Mira, van 29-29. 29-29. Está cerradísimo.
El mío va 27-29.
No mames, a cierra lo llevo a abrir.
Sí, eso, ya.
Verga, güey. Venga. Optic tiene que ganar 2 veces
Ajá, 2.
para ser campeón. Está cabrón, está muy cabrón. No mames. Scump lleva una kill, apenas es su primera kill.
1-5
El rey está pequeño. Ahí está. Buena karma. No mames. Formal tiene dos streaks. Karma está jugando bien verga, güey. También Jacob. Los dos campeones, güey, están jugando. Son los que más llevan kills.
Bueno, hablando de eso, la delantera que le está sacando Optic.
¿Qué?
Los puntos que le está sacando Optic.
¿Cuánto llevan? 80-39, 80-40. Güey, llevan 2 kills. Llevan 2 kills, güey.
Se escucha la gente.
Gabo, ¿qué onda, Vector HD? ¿Cómo estás, güey? Es la final, no puede ser, güey.
Otra vez me trago.
Es que no hagas directo, tonto.
Voy a conectarme el teléfono.
Ya están empatando los de Envy. No manches, Scum lleva putas 4 kills, güey. Karma está haciendo todo. Bueno, Formal lleva 1 minuto en el punto. Formal lleva 1 minuto en el punto. John triple. No, Formal.
¿Cómo se emociona la gente?
Sí, no mames, está chidísimo. Mi sueño es ir ahí.
Porque la gente cada vez que se hace una baja.
Pero me iría con mucho dinero para comprarme un scoop, para comprarme un jersey. ¿Qué tramas, Gabo? Ayer andabas bien podrido. ¿Qué pedo? Ok. 2-3, andaba 2-3. Me recuerdas, Gabo, sí, güey.
Tiene más gente.
Uy, le va a dar. Ya agarraron el punto bien chido.
Gracias al coche de forma.
Scump va negativo, güey.
Igual que el Apathy.
Jacob se hizo un... Ah, no, Jacob se mató. Doble. Y...
And that'll be more time in the hard point here for Optic Gaming with 20 seconds remaining on bridge.
Jacob y Karma, que son los dos campeones, son los que más kills llevan, güey. Eres Víctor, güey. Doble de Cream Six, se mamó. Ya lo están destrozando los de pinche Optic, güey. Mira, escucha el grito.
Fans starting to get loud in the venue, but Formal will fall a little bit short of those streaks. But the lead over 100 now. But remember, if you tuned in earlier, when these teams first matched up, Optic took the first hard point. From there, it was all envy, all the boys in blue.
John ganó el mejor jugador el año pasado. Scum ya se recuperó, ¿ya viste? Que Scum ya se recuperó, pero Apathy es el que está valiendo madre.
Sí, ahora.
¿Ya viste? Todos tienen casi un minuto dentro, menos Karma.
To those just tuning in, this is the Call of Duty World League Championship presented by PS4. First place gets $600,000 and the coveted title of Call of Duty World League Champion.
Well, this map definitely suits JCap's strengths, but not Apathy. Apathy wants to play aggressive, he wants to play fast. You just get caught sprinting, you're getting picked by the long-range NV4 players. Right now, it's on a 3 streak though. As Envy has done a great job here.
El Víctor.
And they're sneaking their way back into this game. It's definitely not over.
But Scump can get over to him because he just picked up 2 kills. They're about to push towards the third in the back. Shots on point. 3
Verga, güey.
Make it 4. No, just a little bit short, but Scump so close to basically
Karma lleva 21 kills, cabrón.
But he has enough damage now for them to get control for a moment.
But look what Karma just earned. The payload abilities for the combat rig, so important in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Karma earns that active camo, lets your player go invisible. To push towards a spawn, to break a hill mat, it could be the difference here if Envy are able to make the comeback.
Yeah, and you can imagine
se llaman Team Envios y el otro Optic Gaming.
Get inside of the hill as Karma now working behind, able to get one.
Uy, Karma.
Doesn't need to use the camo. Optic Gaming gets a break here on Broken.
¿A dónde fuiste, Gabo? Fue en casa de Eric, güey.
Maven, they might be able to shut the door here. 234 to 127. Optic Gaming dominating map 1.
Verga el grito, güey.
The fans know it's coming. 5 points away. Camo inside.
3 segundos, güey, nada más.
Güey, ya, güey, ya, qué mapa más rápido.
3 segundos, ya está, ya está.
Ya. Qué mapa más fácil, va, para Optic.
Talked about the importance of game 1 for Optic. They handle business, but again,
güey, pero Optic tienen que ganar 2, güey. O sea, tienen que ganar 2 veces, güey. Si quieren ser campeones. Envy solo una, güey.
And it's a really tough loss for Envy there because the one guy who hasn't really, I don't want to say shown up, but he hasn't really played the best in Hardpoint has been JCap. And you get a good game out of JCap. And you just had, Apathy, Slasher sitting about even.
Me mamé. Dice que tiene pedos con el control, Foreman.
Karma started out well in the game 1. He is not usually the slaying phenom for this team. It's typically Formal and Scum. But we talked about how he is as a vocal leader, the guy to make the right plays, the guy to be in the right position and direct his teammates to be in the right position. You said it was important for him to start.
Sí, ayer sí, 2-3.
Why do you think that's the case?
Me mamé.
Karma is a fantastic player, but sometimes, when things don't go his way, it just starts to kind of spiral and snowball out.
No te veo ahí, Gama, bien culo.
From Karma, you imagine his game 2 will be fantastic as well.
Here's some highlights again from map number 1. As Optic Gaming wind up taking this is from Karma's perspective. As he was just going off at the break of that game. Impressive stuff. Here was that snap 2-piece. It's what it looks like from his perspective, from Comcaster. We obviously see the X-ray. They're basing everything off communication. Incredible stuff from him.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
En casa de Eric.
It looks like obviously you target these guys. It it's so easy when we had the extra on with the color added to him. But there you can see, you have the character standing in front of a wall. Karma just snaps, spots him so quickly. Sick play from him. Up next in our best of 5 will be Search
Lo
and
malo es que
Destroy.
Optic es malo en Search and Destroy, güey.
Karma 12 first bloods this weekend in S&D. Search and Destroy, the slowest paced game mode of the 3 we play here.
Que dé like, borretas, es güey.
Best of 11 rounds, basically first to 6 rounds will take the map.
Yeah, and last year, this is how you saw Optic lose. They were not able to win S&Ds. They come in this year, they change up some things. Obviously, new game as well. They're able to be a very good Search and Destroy team, maybe even one of the best, if not the best, in the game. They need to take this game number 2 here against Envy. You go up 2-0 here, Jack. Then you, obviously Envy undefeated in the uplink, but you still like Optic's chances, with a lot of momentum on their side. Yeah. You close this first series out quick.
That's what I thought earlier when they were facing off against Envy in that swing game 3. They played their best map and game mode combination, which was precinct up.
Me sale que le están viendo 5 y nada más hay 2 likes.
Frost uplink, and they kept control of it the whole time and won that map. I can't doubt Envy and uplink anymore.
I'm wondering, so we very rarely see a team come back.
Voy por un taco.
How important is it? Maybe if you're a new viewer, you don't know, but back at Stage 2 playoffs 2 weeks ago, $500,000 on the line. The last tournament before this weekend, Optic do just that. 2 best of 5s. They're able to take out Envy. How crucially do you think it is that they've done it before? Like that they know they are capable of doing it? It's got to be big, right?
It is, but it isn't. I mean, this is a different stage, a different environment than the Stage 2 playoffs. And I would say it's a different Envy team as well. I mean, Envy at the Stage 2 playoffs could not get anything going in respawns. Their Search and Destroy was great. Slasher, a big reason why. See him sitting up top.
I mean, look at these numbers. 1.64 S&D KD, 4 plants, 2 defuses. He's probably the number 1 reason why Envy have an overall record in Search and Destroy at 5-2. And you know what? Second on the leaderboard, his teammate, John, just shy at a 1.60. Ridiculous, ridiculous numbers.
It's just crazy to think about these two because, you go back a year ago, John considered one of the best SMG players in the game. Slasher, considered one of the best ARs. Throughout most of the year, the question was, where are those guys? I mean, you're talking 6 months of the year. We're still asking that same question. Where's that John? Where's that Slasher? Then suddenly, like a month ago, they're back. It's champs time. And what I find so interesting, when I talked to JCap, the leader of this team, he told me just weeks ago, it felt like they had lost faith in each other. They didn't trust each other like they used to.
Ya sé, el vídeo es de lo que más me gusta. Me gustaba más el de Black Ops 3, pero también está bueno este.
Sigue pasando el control la Karma.
A Formal. Pues yo creo que se le jodió el paddle.
Around Anaheim, I counted them out completely. I mean, if you would have asked me in my top 5 in the game, I probably would have even considered putting Envy up there. And somehow, they go to this pre-land together. They work as a team.
Él es John.
They somehow have found this magic.
Es el mejor jugador de Envy. Y Jacob, yo creo.
I didn't think they'd make it to playoffs, much less than make it to a final and now to the champs final. Like they said,
Este no está bien mamado, güey.
after Anaheim, just a couple months ago, if Envy would be playing in another championship, I would have said you were nuts.
And you see the shot on the right side of your screen, that is JCap. Not only does he already have 2 Call of Duty World Championship rings under his belt, he's won them in back-to-back years. If Envy can secure this championship here, he would be the first ever
720 FPS.
Call of Duty World Champion with 3 rings under his belt. Envy as a team would be the first ever back-to-back World Champions as well.
And let's not forget, he was in a finals of another one and got second. So this is 4 out of 5 years.
Se ve bien sexy.
He has found himself in the grand finals. Such an unbelievable feat in itself.
Well, I saw a tweet from former professional player Pac-Man a little bit earlier on today. He said, even if Karma were to win this and get a 3rd ring, is JCap's record still more impressive because he has 2 rings?
No, velo desde aquí. Yo lo estoy viendo desde el play, velo de ahí.
Es que se me traba.
¿Pero por qué?
No sé, tenemos el internet. Porque ya desconecté el internet de mi teléfono.
Bueno, velo desde el mío. O bueno, no te creas, lo vas a ver retrasado. Velo desde el oficial.
Ah, no, sí, mira, el teléfono va más adelantado.
Ah, pues ahí está, entonces no.
No importa, si no, pero no importa.
No, porque tú vas a saber antes que yo, pinche perro.
Time at over $550,000 earned. I'm looking back behind me, Maven.
¿Ya? Ah, sí, ya comenzó.
Sí, ya comenzó. Okay. Vamos.
Envy up first on the offensive side of things. It'll be Apathy watching the offsite. We'll swap over to JCap, who will be your bomb carrier. You'll see there, staring directly at this A site. He'll be looking.
Está plantando nada.
I wonder
Sí.
how much of
Así,
gameplay
nada.
Envy has watched coming into
Trae
this
sniper,
season.
Formal,
They
está
played this the
loco.
other day. Formal hits a snipe there to open things up with first blood, but a lot of smoke.
Sexy, sexy.
Look at that as, you know,
Está
as the game
loco,
goes on.
pero...
Maybe Formal with the sniper takes out two. His teammates finish the rest.
Oh, Dios mío, güey.
Take round one.
You know, I'll be honest. Formal was having some controller issues there for a moment. That's why we were delayed going into map 2. It seems like they're fixed with those shots there.
Yeah, you saw the camera shot, some admins working with them, make sure everything was okay.
Gabo, ¿cómo te va en la universidad? Muy bien, güey, de hecho.
Ay, me gustaría que saliera la killcam. La doble.
Es Optic Gaming contra Nectar Gaming, ¿no? O algo así.
Ya no me trabó.
Well, we've already seen the sniper from Formal.
Con el sniper.
Pongan a Formal. Uy, uy, uy. John. Uy, a la derecha estaba, sí lo vio.
With the sniper rifle. He's got it in his hand.
A ver, John.
Se lo da.
Uy.
No. ¿A dónde le dispararon que no lo vi?
Uy. Uy, a la izquierda, no lo vio. John, otro. Uy. Uy.
No. Bueno, sí.
2-2. 1v1. Scum contra Slasher.
¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está el otro tipo?
Ve el minimapa.
No.
Slasher. 10 segundos, apenas alcanzó.
It's a huge 1v1 clutch there from Slasher. You can imagine if Scum was able to win that.
Si hubiera llegado a los 8 o 7, ahí ya me hubiera dado.
Some of these games they go quick, this search and destroys. You know, it just takes, you know, a good first
Ese güey está
2 to 3 rounds
nerviosísimo,
of a team. You
güey.
start getting closer to streaks, getting closer to payloads.
¿Cuál?
And then you find yourself
Slasher.
completely out of the game. Big
Se ve muy
round there
nervioso.
for Envy.
With teams this, evenly matched, with these so many star players on the teams, you have to keep
Ya
track of
ninguno,
those
yo los
rounds, those
mato.
1v1s, those
Uy, uy,
clutches.
uy, están pushando bien cabrón todos.
Comes up big. Chalk one up for Envy as we head into round 3. Let's see what they're able to do in this round.
John staying versatile, swapping back off the sniper to help his teammates.
Uy.
Beats middle, misses some shots.
Jugado, luego una bala.
Get away with his life for a brief moment. They know where he is. They're looking for first blood onto him. You can see Apathy watching underpass.
Primera, mataron a Crimsix en el primero.
As Envy now have a 4v3, making a
Matan a
4v2.
Formal.
Dos.
A Scum.
Queda Karma. No, ya. Formal ya está fuera. No, Formal. Karma, venga.
No, ahí lo tiene, es el que
No,
está
le dio la espalda.
Siempre a todos los jugadores de Call of Duty le pasa eso.
One more bullet from Formal right there, and I think that's a round win from Optic.
Chabajitos cuando ya no están viendo, salen, fíjate.
Ese timing estuvo bueno del pinche Apathy.
Even the odds quick. See, there was a great play there by Apathy. Just sit down at the fence.
Apathy.
Wait for his teammate to get close, and then go challenge the last player.
Nada más se está poniendo bueno este pedo, güey.
Sí.
Uy, John.
The previous defensive round was an opening pick there with
Otra vez,
John with the
vamos.
sniper. Gonna check over the top.
Ya no vi, ya
Nothing
no.
home. Getting aggressive after mid-map. He
Uy,
spots
uy,
Formal.
Formal. Hit marker. Hit marker.
Shot below the waist. We'll take 2 balls.
Oh, John.
That was to the chest as Skunk gets dropped.
2 kills for Envy, but Optic
Uy,
answers right back.
trip, último. 1v1.
Going up against Karma.
Vamos, igual, otra vez.
Uy,
No.
Karma.
Vamos.
To Karma. So we've
Ya
had
te,
2
se nota
1v1s
como,
now.
ya
Slasher
se nota
takes the
como que
first
si nosotros
for
vamos con
Karma
Envy.
takes the second.
fuck, güey.
Clutch here from
Sí,
Karma.
está épico
Jonas.
este video.
And eliminates
Hola.
Apathy right there to tie the map back up at a 2-2 round count.
Madre mía, Willy.
Damon Barlow,
Está muy, muy
one of
épico.
the most legendary Call of Duty players.
Güey,
of
¿sabes
all
que ganan
time.
600,000 euros? No, 600,000 dólares.
Sí.
¿Sabes cuánto es eso?
Más de medio millón.
No mames, son 12 millones, güey.
Pero
De pesos.
allá va, pues.
Sí.
Ajá, de pesos. Aquí es más de medio. Es mucho, pero es para todo el equipo, no es para cada uno, ¿verdad?
Güey, nadie quiere ceder, güey. Ya lo vio Slasher, ya lo vio Slasher. Ya lo vio de nuevo. Dos.
Solo se hizo uno. Formal tiene a los dos ahí.
Formal contra Jacob y Apathy. Güey, pensé que sí lo lograba, güey. Yo les gano a todos.
Tenía a los dos ahí.
Pues estuvo cerca.
El fallo del Infinite a mí sí me gusta, el fallo.
¿Crees? No vuelvas a decir eso.
¿Por qué?
Formal sniper put away now as well, and Optic changing things up, looking to hit a different side of the map. One player going to be here for the side.
Y no, Formal se mamó.
Turn around and run as he was tagged up early on, and look at the mind games here from OG.
Thought Apathy for a second may have overpeaked and would get.
Me la pelan y más el Juan.
The scouting information you will get from the Scarab to realize they've rotated out. Checks all mid, nothing home. You know at this point they've gone to the A site. And you're just getting whatever you can.
Pero sirvió de información. Ya plantó Optic.
Sí, a los dos.
Me había matado, güey. ¿Qué pedo? Ya mató Slasher. Uy, no. Scump se mamó. No, no sé. Envy ya ganó 4-2, güey.
Sacando ventaja.
Tienen que ganar Optic el siguiente round, o si no ya mamó, neta. Un 5-2 está muy difícil.
Aunque sí ha remontado eso, fíjate. Pero...
Sí, o sea, yo he visto remontadas del 0, güey, de 5-0, pero no es fácil. Necesitan mejorar en Search and Destroy estos perros.
Well, you're getting into must-win round territory right now for Optic Gaming. So close, though. You saw Apathy very close to picking up that reactive armor, which can win a round by itself if he makes the right play. Jacob holding defenses now.
Siempre ponen en esa posición y es ahí que se pone.
Apathy va a echar su carro. Se lo va a echar. Uy, no lo mató.
Chaleco a uno.
Oh, fuck. No, se mamó Karma. No mames, Forman se mamó. Ya creo que va a ganar esta Envy. 5-2 está muy difícil. Lo destrozó.
Still need one more round if you're Envy. Optic gonna have to fight back. They won the crucial game one, but you said this is an S&D they're very good at. They don't look very solid right now. We know we're going into one of Optic Gaming's worst uplinks, and that's where Envy's been dominant. You've got to mount the comeback here.
Envy are so good at punishing that slow top middle push from Optic Gaming. Sure, get to our bottom ticket window. We will make sure we pick you off with ease. Another first blood for Envy. 6 in a row, man.
You cannot let that
No, empezaron, man.
No, Scump, ¿qué está haciendo? Karma ya tiene uno. Bien, bien. No,
ahí está. Pero tiene ahí. Tiene ahí buena.
¿Qué hace? No, qué fail. Se mamó. Oh, fuck.
No.
Doesn't skip a beat and search or destroy, as you see. He yells there on the main stage. Envy tie it up 1-1, and I'm getting some flashbacks to the series we saw earlier today. Envy dropped map 1 and then went 3 in a row to take that one.
Envy gets first blood 6 straight rounds. Optic drew first blood the first 2. Envy then the rest of the game led the way in that department. You see first bloods directly turns in around wins.
And again, it is throwback uplink next, and that is Optic's worst. And Envy has been on
La rola bien
we
triste.
talked about the stats earlier, but they've just been absolutely dominant.
100% win rate.
That's
Have
good.
not dropped one yet. Yeah, no, I mean, look, if you're envious, we get a little break here, right? You know, the players on the stage. If I'm a slasher, JCap, you sit there with John and Apathy and like, look, throw everything you have into this uplink. Because then you go to Scorch. Game 4.
Tienen que ganar. Tienen que ganar Optic el uplink. Porque si no lo gana, le va a costar trabajo el Search and Destroy final.
Optic need to take 2 best-of-5s to win this final. But for me, it all comes down to this uplink. Can Envy close the door or can Optic bring it back?
Mira, si Envy gana entonces 1, si gana este mejor de 5, pues ya son campeones. Y si pinche Optic tiene que ganar de nuevo en 3 minutos, carajo.
No, en 3 minutos son una partida.
Se está poniendo bueno este pedo. Verga, es que aparte hace rato jugaron y ganó nada más uno Optic, güey. En 1 hora es el juego del Real Madrid y yo lo quiero ver, carajo.
Ah, también es del Barcelona, lo que.
Sí, lo voy a ver.
No, yo le voy al Barcelona.
No, yo lo voy al Madrid.
Aquí en Call of Duty le vamos al mismo. Pero
Ajá.
allá en fútbol no.
No.
No, hombre, oye, esta canción no.
Deja voy por mi teléfono. Ah, está bien chido eso que se está viendo.
Todo se me tengo que ir.
¿Eh?
No. Todos serios ahí los jugadores.
Welcome back to the 2017 Call of Duty World League Championship Series, tied 1-1. You got stuff on your left of Optic Gaming.
Oh, ya va a empezar el otro.
Both players so crucial
to
their
teams.
1v1 Envy undefeated in Uplink this weekend. It's a must-win map for OG. The next two maps after the game 4 and game 5 good for Envy.
We need to stress how incredible that is to not have dropped an uplink so far. For the amount of series Envy have played, ridiculous numbers.
Think about how stupid this is.
Hay que recordar que Envy ocupa nada más ganar este mejor de 5 y Optic necesita ganar este y además el otro. Se ve la cara de concentración de Jonah. Ve el trofeo, está bien verga. Formal se fue rápido. Mira, uno está bien ansioso. No, yo me saldría a fumar un tajo. No aguantaría.
If you're a new viewer, it's very much like basketball. But this has been a strong game mode for Optic throughout the year. Uplink has been one of their more dominant game modes. I know a lot of time we talk about S&D being their best, but I feel like that's to a degree more recently. Throughout the year, they have been very, very good in Uplink. But the problem is this, Matt. It's throwback. And you and I have talked about it. They have like an 80 to 90% win rate when you look at Precinct and look at Frost. You get here, it's more 50-50. They, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's communication or what, we've talked about so many times, they allow flankers to get through, they don't check their close corners, they get shot in the back repeatedly. They gotta fix it here.
Yeah, Throwback is a map unlike a Precinct or a Frost, right? When you see the drone get picked up on either of those maps, you know exactly where it's going.
¿Sabías que el creador de Optic Gaming es mexicano? Sí. Se llama... ¿Mande?
¿Por qué no mete jugadores mexicanos?
Porque él lo hizo en Estados Unidos. Es que no hay tanto nivel en México. O sea, sí han ido equipos mexicanos. Una vez fue uno y creo que ha ido otro, pero el último que fue Optic Gaming.
Hasta en el sur, hasta niños pequeños lo están viendo. Ya empezó. Ya están viendo. Ah, no, todavía no.
No, están haciendo clases.
Matchup, that right there, the coveted trophy that gives you the title of Call of Duty World League Champions here in Infinite Warfare. For the Call of Duty World League this year, $4 million were up for grabs, continuing to improve and grow year on year. $1.5 million this weekend.
It's a road, like you said. You know, we started all the way back in December, right? We had an event in Las Vegas to kick off the year. We've had a full league throughout the course, a ton of $200,000 open events.
Lo que nunca he entendido bien son los audífonos, güey. ¿Por qué usan dos audífonos? Uno es para el juego y otro para hablar con ellos, entre ellos, ¿o qué?
Ajá, eso entiendo yo, porque uno es para el juego y el otro los para donde más, pero eso sería tonto. ¿Saben eso? Ve, porque veo que todos utilizan lo mismo, o sea, los audífonos
y los cascos. ¿Cómo tardan, coño?
Ahí en 3 minutos, en 4 y no más.
We'll see, man. Can Optic Gaming push this a distance, get us to a second best of 5, or will Envy close it?
And one way Envy can control this game is just obviously
Formal está calentando el dedo.
If they pick up the drone, they kind of play a little bit more passive with it. maybe it frustrates Optic. They start to push out a little bit more. Those kills come a little bit easier for Envy. Then you start knocking down the 1-point throws. Then they get frustrated again. They have to come further and further out of that base. Make it easier on yourself if you're Envy.
If you've been watching all day here on Championship Sunday, Optic
¿Lo estás viendo en teléfono o en pantalla?
Yo en pantalla.
Envy, the reason why they won that was exactly that. They grabbed the drone. They kept the pace and pressure towards the side of the map they wanted. And they made sure
Vos
Optic
sois los
had to
mismos
play into
puntos
their
por
hand.
minuto que yo, pero en
Maven,
arena.
this statistically is Optic
¿Yo?
Gaming's
Ah, no.
worst map. I guess I'll ask your
No.
prediction.
Tenés, vos tenés 178 en la media y yo tengo 173. Por lo que sí te gano es en tu puesto. O en no de arena, no en público.
Los dibujos.
But hold up. Is that supposed to...
Who's the guy on the left?
I actually can't name any of those. I think the only that gives away Scump is the red hair. Formal with the hat. Okay, 2 for 4. I'll give you 2 for 4.
That was really tough to figure out.
I had no idea who
It was.
from 6 or Karma was.
It doesn't matter, because you know what? We're going to get to see them in the flesh in game. Map number 3 starting up right
Ya
now.
empezó, verga.
Throwback this time. It is Uplink.
Slasher.
Folks, let's get into it.
Primera kill Slasher.
Shots there from Slasher, and that is a duel you are going to see throughout the game on this bike path side of the map.
Uy. Scum hizo una doble.
At long range. Another
Uy.
nice kill. And you know, when we look back to the Stage 2 playoffs, when these guys matched
Ya
up,
lo estoy viendo.
stood out to me as Slasher
The
was
Slasher,
so good early.
ooh.
It started to taper off a little bit once we got to the second best of 5. It would be huge for him to
Solo está vivo este Karma.
Don't worry about any kind of slowdown.
Calm.
Without a doubt. You see John running the NV
Ay,
board here as
como hay
well.
tiempo para
Envy has
crecer.
controlled mid-map. A little bit more AR pressure than we normally see on a map like Throwback. Obviously very small. You know, you get some more ARs out, Jack, you slow the pace of the game down.
Slasher trying to hold this middle lane. He's 4-1 off the break, a 4.0 KD. His counterpart in Formal, he's gotten the better of him so far in this game 3.
Uy.
Nice job by Scump to clear out his base alongside
O está, ya
Crimson.
pueden pushar, que pushen. Es momento de pushar.
Look to go on the
There we
offense.
go. This is the big thing. He's going to spawn him out towards blue.
Ya puedo pulsar el
Uy,
otro.
Scum.
First one down.
Scum.
Second one down. It's a party in the MB base. There's a third to challenge. Come at me.
Uy.
Ya despertó, ya despertó.
No, pero ¿qué? ¿Por qué tardaron tanto con el dron? Se mamó.
Behind that as they're pushing forward. The drone is just
I can't speak English,
se
but...
tardaron
It
mucho.
needs to get into the base of Envy faster. That should have been points, and against a team like Envy in a situation like this,
For
you can't have
600K.
those opportunities to score go without getting points.
I will say, I do believe that there was a member of Envy who wound up overextending through the mid-train to slow down the pressure. Optic, I think their mistake came in where they didn't throw it forward for yards. Give
Uy.
Scump the option to wrap back, grab the drone himself, and throw it in for
Yeah,
the
there
win.
was one player cutting through that mid-tracks, and that, I mean, for me, is exactly what I was talking about.
Tal vez vaya a ser el primer punto,
Count 4 dead. They think they have everybody, they lose somebody, and they're able to get in behind and disrupt. But for JCap,
De uno.
it's a one-point toss, no
Ooh.
interception there. Envy on the board first. And out
Uy, ya Pati con su triple. Ah, no. No, doble.
Somebody stop this man.
Hey, calm down. One of them was his teammate. One of them was John. Don't worry.
Oh, well, the dark
It
blue
looked
and the
really
dark
cool.
green.
It
Yeah,
looked really
it looked
cool.
awesome.
That's all that matters.
He was spinning around like a ballerina.
Make it a top 5 play.
There we go. That's fine. We'll take the team kill.
Optic looking to answer here. They've got the open lane. Karma for the throw. Connects as
Uy,
well.
un punto de Optic, güey.
1-1. Karma with a point. JCap with a point in this game 3.
And JCap having another good respawn game. He was great in the game 1 on Retail, showing up here in game number
You're welcome,
3,
bro.
11-5 start, currently on a 4 streak. You earn those Trinity rockets, you can do a lot of damage with them. As I say that, I completely jinx him, he falls.
Well, John took drone out towards courtyard and tagged up. Couple in bar with bullets and with that grenade. Just trying to get him behind. Surely he'll find a free kill. Able to take down Karma. Drone still in an aggressive position. We only have 2 players left here on the attack for Envy. It seems like the defense will hold strong.
Uy, que bien defiende Optic,
They
güey.
clear it out. Now we're headed back to mid-map.
And you can see Envy had a strat to open up this map where they had so many assault rifles in hand. Basically no
No,
ERAD
Black Ops
pressure.
3, ajá.
Now they've swapped back to a more, straight up fight. Nearly snaps there for the kill. Karma gets the
Uy,
2-piece.
ahí está.
This
Karma
should
hizo
be a
el
dunk for
2
Optic
piece.
Gaming as they look to take the lead. There it is for
Uy, buena.
And look, they're going to all overextend through courtyard. I believe it's Krem6 out there waiting for him, but flushes them back to mid-map.
There's no one there for the drone map.
Yeah, I like that decision by Envy. Instead of wrapping back to the base, they go take the gunfights on the top side of the mini-map. Now, by doing that, they force Karma out of their own base back towards that mid. They've gotten control yet again.
Scott, we talked about the slow start in game 1. He started to assert his dominance here in the game 3. 14 and 12.
Se queda un minuto, menos de un minuto.
Va ganando este.
Nah, ya sé.
They're fully set up, and that's a big
No, güey.
his entire job to watch this.
Uy, uy, uy.
The number 4 on your minimap. He's got his hands full right now trying to
Tal vez el empate, viene el empate, el empate, el empate.
The 1 point throw is off from Envy, and it's good.
De un punto.
1-point game.
2 1-point tosses for Envy. No interception there yet for Optic Gaming. You clear out
Por
your
lo
base
menos
though. There's
importa.
25 seconds left to work with. You see JCap working towards overdrive. He's spotted one in the back of the bike path as well. That'll be Formal, who I think connects with a perfect grenade and 1 bullet into him. I think you've got a chance here, maybe, to get a score in the closing 10 seconds.
I mean, this looks good. They throw the drone over the building. They've got the yards they need. The nade misses. Karma now with the drone. 4 seconds left. Will he go for the dunk in the final?
Karma, qué verga, güey.
Gaming up by 2 possessions at the half.
Qué bueno. Y cómo grita la gente. Ah.
Me gusta más Optic Gaming.
Nice close to that first half, and
Venga.
we talked about how this could be a weakness, but the big thing I think is, for many, you're on the more preferred side in that first half if you're Optic Gaming.
It was funny. I was about to say, you know, Envy finally being tested in uplink, Matt, down at the half. Almost forgetting the E-United comeback they had yesterday. If you didn't get to see it, you have to go watch it. One of the more impressive comebacks we've ever seen in Call of Duty. Envy were down 10-0 at the half.
Me iba un poco atrasado y fui un poco más adelantado.
Envy
ayer con E-United jugó. Uy, scum doble. Recarga, pinche scum.
Está poquito de la recta.
Uy, triple. Tiene los killstreaks.
¿Cuál es esa racha o qué?
Son como ataque relámpago y Hellstrom. Uy, Formal. Uy.
Uy, casi la triple.
Ve las kills de scum.
Lleva 22 ya. Está carrilando el equipo.
Formal doble.
Let's toss it to Elicit.
Top green, one. Top green. Yo, get ball. Top green, one shot. Top green, one. He's going for ball. He's going for ball right away. One shot. Slasher as well. He's going for ball. Where's he going? He might go shot for one. He's going for it.
Así hablo yo, es inglés.
I'm laying down. Play. Cut. One hold. One close. It might try to go. Cap was right. Top right. Top. He's there. Play. Good job. Oh. One bunch of Damon. Dick, slasher, half out.
Uy.
My top red? Yeah, they did. Yo, hit B cut. I got your red underpass. Watch your red stairs. One has to watch red stairs. Top red on me. Red underpass. He's going B cut, front red. Top red. I got one B cut. B cut. Another one. Left line on me, guys. Nice. Apathy, top red. He's red sidewalk. Top one train slasher. Both red sidewalk. Another one. App. He hit our side, I think.
Uy, Crimsix.
Going rapper right. Yeah, we can. Yeah. I'll go for ball. Yeah. You throw it right. I'm trying to watch it. On a barn. Let's go. I'm gonna streak. Ian, grab. Yeah, I got ball. Grab it. Come on. Everyone hold. I'm streaking. Go. Fuck it. Go. Everyone run forward. Go. On that great.
Así tendríamos que hablar nosotros.
Uy, ahí está. Ahí va el punto de Optic. De 2. De 1. Crimsix.
Buena.
Scum. Uy.
He's behind the fence. 2 behind the fence. I'm staying down. One shot. Absolute gun. One more low.
Control, no.
Nice 3. Last guy. Be cut.
Me cagué.
I'm going lemon. Behind you. One shot. Oh, good. He's lemon. He's going to get pushing our side. Bottom bar.
Y me van a pushar.
He pushed mid-map.
Bien.
Yeah, apps on our side. John, grab ball.
Es que sí deberíamos hablar vos, Alex, vos y yo, cuando estamos jugando competitivo. No sé así se habla cuando estaba jugando con el otro mi clan.
Ya sé, ya he jugado. Sí, güey.
What stood out to you the most in that listening?
Just that play that Skunk fought towards the end. They were able to coordinate, you know, picking up that drone,
Uy.
using that Trinity rocket and pushing on forward.
Uy, Skunk.
Comes in the other streak, the bombardment takes out 2.
Bueno.
So Envy, that's the second time they've touched a drone here in half number 2. Optic has had it in their possession the entire time.
And the big thing here, if you're trailing by 2 scores here like Envy, you have to look at overdrive, you have to look at camo. JCap has that overdrive. Slasher, a ways to go to the camo. I don't think he's going to see it in this game. So if you're Optic, just bide your time, play exactly the way you have been. You don't have to worry about those fearsome payloads.
Oh, this is probably Slasher's worst uplink game of the weekend so far. -7 right now, 0 points on the board. He's been struggling to match the slaying power that Scump has brought. He's been in his face all game. JCap trying to clear out this Optic Gaming base. They've got a lane to go. This is their chance to come back now, Maven.
Scump popping reactive.
Oh no. Crimsix salvó.
No, la
Verga, Crimsix salvó, Crimsix salvó. Formal se chingó. Madre mía, güey. Está poniendo buena esta shit. Los gritos. Uy, hiperactividad. De uno.
Buena. El tuyo va más adelantado y hice de uno y ya veo que después ya.
This game is done. Envious aren't undefeated enough.
Otro más.
Up 2-1. In a first potential of 2 best of 5.
A huevo. Let's go Optic.
No, güey, vamos. O ganó la primera ronda, o era, no era la segunda, va.
That might be an example of why maybe you can, right?
Era la segunda ronda, ¿verdad?
Worst uplink for Optic does not matter.
And if they lose this series,
hay 6 espectadores, wow. Bueno, no olviden dejar like. Don't forget to give it a like.
He has a fantastic game 1 on Retal. Slasher and John non-existent. You come here to game 3. JCap puts up 29 kills. You get 19 from Slasher, 16 from John.
8
Those guys play
espectadores.
A little bit better in
What the
the
fuck?
respawns. Who knows what this series will look like?
And I can't speak to more. Crim and Scump are so crucial there. This is a map where if you can get your subs forward, like the reason Optic would struggle against teams like Luminosity, Saints, Classic, always in their face, never able to get comfortable, always playing off their back foot and spawn. Scump was just constantly harassing Envy, Crim hitting flanks, Karma hitting flanks when needed. That was impressive stuff from Optic Gaming.
How about this for an interesting note? This is the closest Optic Gaming as an organization have ever come to beating Envy in a series at a Call of Duty championship. The last 3 series, the only 3 they've ever faced each other in, Envy won all 3 at a 3-1 map count. Optic now 1 map away from making their own history within this organizational
Optic necesita ganar un mapa más y de nuevo irían a los mejor de 5.
Well, what do you think they did right? Why did they lose that score? Or sorry, what did Envy do right to beat them on that score? Was there something that stood out?
I mean, they just out-rotated them.
No, está muy caro. No es tan caro, pero ¿cómo se llama? Ya no lo envían a México.
You come out the same game plan for Scorch. You go to a game 5, and then I mean, you kind of talk like, look, there's no pressure on us. We have another series if we lose this map. All the pressure is on OG, and we're great in search and destroy.
But remember, Apathy in the first series was a monster, specifically in something like the Scorch, and he struggled in the first hardpoint. I know Retaliation, far different than Scorch when you're talking about weapon choice, the range of the gunfights you're going to have. But for you, Jack, do you expect Apathy to bounce back here?
He needs to. But in my heart, I truly feel it's Optic Gaming's time to force this second best of 5 to reset the bracket and go for that chance at this title.
I feel like John and Slasher are just way more of a key for Envy. Like, I think you can get through a game where Apathy doesn't play his best, and maybe JCamp puts together a game where he's around even or slightly negative. You cannot get by this team if you're not going to get production out of Slasher and John.
And this is not the first time, again, where we've seen it. There's multiple times. So we talked about stage 2, how Envy had to beat them, or Optic had to beat them twice. Go back to Orlando of last year, and Envy had a similar opportunity where they took the first best of 5, go to a second, Optic takes it. But these guys have been in a lot of extended series. These 8 players, it is so special to see.
We're breaking records and making history here at the Call of Duty World League Championship. 2 teams remain.
Espérame.
Oh, look at that sign. No bling, not a king. Scump looking for his first ever ring today. Can Optic Gaming force the second best of 5? Let's find out.
Let's check out the opening break. I can tell you, at least from the last time they played, they're spawning on opposite sides.
Carajo, ya inició.
Favorable side to Optic Gaming here, which will give them a nice chunk of time.
Juan.
Or it should give them a nice chunk of time.
Ya inició.
Is it a little bit easier to get control early? Slasher wants none of it, though, as he cuts down 3 and gets a nice angle here on Cade.
Slasher's like, I will make sure we get to this final search.
Madre santa, Willy.
3-0 off the break. Envy spawning on the left preferred side, Matt, and still outplaying Optic off the break.
It's a great start here for Envious. Slasher putting some shots down, he will finally drop. But if you're Envy, you take a lot of time, Jack, and you control those spawns, you're in a good shape. But look at this, the bottom side of the minimap. You see everybody from Envy spawning out. It's going to be a lot of pressure on Karma to pick up these kills. And you see the kill feed, he does fall. That's going to make Crimsix back all the way up here, trying to get it set up for Turbine.
You hope you get a favorable spawn for Karma over by Turbine, but he spawns in Hangar. He's got to go the whole way across the bridge, wrap back, try to turn this into a 4v4 gunfight. But Scump and Crimsix seem up to the task for now, as they'll find the opening 2 picks and get it to the hard point.
Karma always playing a step ahead of his opponents, it seems. He's now behind multiple players of Envy. John eliminated as well.
Porque el emblema de Envy.
He's got to wait for his team, but Crimsix spots him. OG pushing out these lanes, maybe a sign of a great control. Kill from
exactly, because each of those kills you get, it delays the push that can come in. You see Krem dropping just a little bit short of that bombardment, but you know, Karma dies in that position, he spawns right back with his teammates. For Envy, you're spawning the whole way out in Rocks, whole way out in Hangar and having to wrap back. But now with 20 seconds, coming up shortly are going to be the key gunfights as we transition to the next hard point.
Yeah, if you're Envy, you give up on this. You have apathy here. He'll already pushed up way too far. He will fall. But it's really these engagements on the other side of the map. Slasher's able to get one. Envy can get right back into this. You're able to hold Hangar. There's only really
Está ganando por un chingo Optic.
You get a few kills here. If you're Envy, you find yourselves back right in it.
And these stats right now, a little bit more reminiscent of those stage 2 playoffs where it was Slasher posting a 1.33 KD through days 1 and 2. And the rest of Envy a little bit slow in the respawns. The other 3 need to pick it up right now if they want any chance.
I was going to say, exactly, when that was how that it worked, they weren't winning respawns, right? It was all through search and destroy. So we'll see what Jacob, John, and Apathy can do to supplement the slaying prowess of Slasher. Doubling up their opponents right now, though, is Optic Gaming.
And this is a lot of good time here for Envy. John had dropped in the back, and they had lost the spawn. Slasher's able to get 2, trying to find one more. Not able to take out Karma. There is the break that Optic needed. 30 seconds left, still on Hangar.
That was almost a 1v4 hold from Slasher. I mean, he got awfully close to making a play, and maybe even giving spawns to his team, but you get that remaining, 25 or so seconds here for Optic. You push the lead out again, and now we'll head over to Drill.
And here's an example of maybe where we see a streak come into play. Optic.
Está sacando ventaja.
Sí, ya sé. Es mucha, es eso.
Overall, just shy of halfway there. Just shy of forcing the second best of 5.
En el bait death tiene que mejorar Optic contra este. Es que el bait death le cuesta a todos los crans, fíjate.
Speaking of it, they're out. Apathy, the first target, not going to be able to connect. Just scouting it, hovering it right now, and will pick up Slasher. Now they'll try to break through.
No hay nadie.
Looks like they'll do just that. You see Crimsix, he only gets 1 kill with the Trinity Rocket, but it's important to stress, Matt, for people at home. In competitive Call of Duty, streaks aren't all about just getting kills. It's about forcing your opponents out of position.
Yeah, I mean, you have that missile over the drill hill. It's going to force everybody on Envy.
Clear on out.
Está ganando por un chingo.
You're going to run right into the guns of Optic Gaming. But if you're Envy, you've worked this down into a manageable game, Jack. So
14 espectadores. Qué verga, güey. 12.
Do you think John is going to play as poorly? Maybe Cap turns up and get Turbine.
¿Qué?
A sus suscriptores les gusta que es competitivo.
Al parecer.
Tal vez solo tiene videos de competitivo.
You're getting a slow start from both, and you're up 50 points right now. That, I think, is a very scary stat for Team Envious.
Well, I think the big thing is because Slasher's really there slaying. Look at JCap, 2 and 9. His worst map so far today. Non-existent in the slang right now.
He's got 4 in a row. Can we switch over to Karma right now? There's the fifth, 15 and 9, 200 off the Freddy Rockets, and awfully close to picking up that camo payload. He has been brilliant on Championship Sunday.
And I was talking about it before this map even started. You had 2 very good respawns from JCap. You needed to take advantage of those.
Verga,
You
güey.
got the good games out of Cap. Now having a run where you're 2 and 11. You are getting a good game from Slasher though, trying to keep Envy in it.
That's what's scary. I mean, you kind of expect maybe one of those games going to happen.
Se recuperó poquito, agarraron unos puntos, pero es muy poquito de todos modos.
Be a liability. We know the tangibles he brings to his team. But can he pick it up over the second half of this game?
Optic have a timing window right here. They've got to go before the pinch comes in. It's developing now from Apathy. On the top side of your mini-map, he peeks on in, cuts down Crim 6. Karma now dead in the hill. Envy, they should be able to hold this one unless there's a miraculous play from Foreman.
Well, he does get a kill. Can he turn it into more?
Oh,
Karma won't forget that one.
¿No lo viste
180.
esto?
But Slasher
Están muy
still
hardcore.
holding inside. He has camo to go.
So now you're going to take the last 30 seconds or so here if you're Envy. And I think if you can get Optic to panic, right? The score getting closer. Optic had a huge lead. Maybe they push out from Hangar and you're able to get to that side of the map.
JCap just got his 3rd kill. He's 3 and 14.
Oh, 3rd ringer, 3 kills. Serious?
Voy a estar... Pero ¿por qué no entran
I
al
mean,
punto
look, the
los
guy's got 3
dos?
kills. They're still in this game.
No sé, ya lo están remontando, bien cabrón.
Envy is on this map. And what did I talk about? Maybe you're able to take Turbine and you get the rotation to Hangar. They pick up all the kills. They're in control at the start of this hill.
This is insane. I mean, you're literally surviving.
Están remontando, qué pedo.
Ya sé, pero bien cabrón.
From Cap right now and holding inside. He gets
No
one
entran a
more, but the break
disputar.
comes in for
Está,
Optic.
está,
We thought we
ya lo
might see
sacaron.
the lead change for
Güey,
the
pero
boys
tardaron
in
un
blue.
chingo.
It's the green wall coming on through.
Ni a
Karma,
disputar,
one
pues
of
no
the
me
better
han
players in this
entrado.
top Hangar hard point.
No.
He typically hits
No.
that high wall run. Slasher knows it, so he immediately explodes that Scarab.
Creo que era
Picks
eso,
him
al
up as
punto,
he's
creo.
weak. Here comes the challenge.
Sí,
1-1 by
eso
Foreman.
se queda, no.
Trade should come in though. JCap dead. John trying to stay alive. Able to get one, and FTL to safety.
Bueno, no.
Again, trades is the theme right now on Hangar.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get a lot of time
No.
for either side just because so back and forth and so heavily contested. The lead ends up being pretty similar to when we got here in the first place.
But if you are Envy, just remember, they already burned that one streak that Crim had on Drill. You go over to this hard point. Maybe you get a pinch going. You do have Slasher with the active camo for the side of Envy over on Turbine when it comes up.
JCap on the pinch. Formal, the late reaction time. Punished because of it. 1 versus 1 now for the hill. It looks like Optic Gaming come out on top.
Envy down 30, trying to mount an incredible comeback here on Scorch. Let's listen in.
All good. We're only down 30. We gotta get blue control.
Yo, he's flanking clip again.
Blue control here.
He's gonna come middle. One's gonna come middle.
Call the car. Car's going. Another car. I'm one shot elbow. He's in blue set. One weak and another nade. Another car.
Ya mínimo ya se recuperaron chido los de pinche Optic.
He holds right here.
He's middle.
No, we can do this, man.
That's dead.
One's in old.
Hold the flank, someone.
I'll hold down.
Getting a new. One could flank cave.
He did.
Flank cave.
He's hitting it.
Cave dead. I'm one
Stay
shot.
up. He's on middle.
Get TL.
Yeah,
Nice.
stay up, John.
Cave.
On the other side.
Stay alive. I'm coming back.
Slow step. Head. One side, weak their side.
Two dead.
Ya casi.
Ya casi, solo faltan como 20 días.
The last thing he hears from Slasher, we are winning this bleeping game. Can they do it? They've had incredible comebacks all weekend.
It's a family show.
Let's see if they can do
Dream
it.
6, vamos a ver.
They have one payload, and it might just be the best they can ask for in active camo from Slasher. Will it be enough, though?
Ok, viene lo último.
This miraculous comeback.
Tienen que entrar, ya están perdiendo muchos segundos.
Optic spawn out
Get
too.
across map. Yep, this is looking good for Envy here at the beginning. You get a hold here, and let's say for argument's sake, Karma uses
Le van a dar
that
el punto
camo, they get
completo,
nothing
sí.
for it. This is one where Envy will definitely end up taking the lead.
Entraron.
For Envy, and they are in.
Entraron.
Karma's got the camo here. You get the final 5 seconds.
Pegaron
Envy
esos
spawning
tres.
out. You're set up for Turbine. This should be the
Está,
game,
está,
but it's all going to be
poquito.
on the Centurion and also on the
14
camo from
segundos.
Slasher. Will he be ready for this?
One final
10,
push is all
9,
we have.
8,
Optic Gaming 8
7,
seconds away. The
6.
challenge from Slasher, can he find a kill?
Oh, Slasher.
He's in. He's behind. 2 kills to Envy, but Scum and Formal there to trade it out.
Karma. 3, 2, 1. Sí. Primera, güey. Venga, let's go, baby. Let's fucking go, bro.
Sería la mayor remontada de Optic, ¿eh?
Es la primera vez que le ganan a Envy en un COD Champs. Madre santa.
The score starts to get close to about even. The camo comes out from Karma. Maybe you saw the rest of that time out. And you give yourself a chance to come back in that one. But man, that first series, exciting one.
I don't know if you could have wrote a script better than this, but
¿Qué pasó? Se me apagó el control.
De aquí al otro partido, ¿cuánto falta?
No sé.
I wanted to break this down. Ben, buddy, take it away.
Thank you very much, Maven. Well. OverTvGaming reset the bracket. We're going on second best of 5. And that series was
Ahora hay dos comentadores.
Phil, I was looking at you during
Esta mesa y la
I
otra.
believe this is going game 5. You thought otherwise, and you were in fact correct. OverTvGaming looking very, very good. And team, I asked the question to you as well. From a player standpoint, if you were a team envious, if you were on that main stage right now, you just had the bracket reset against you, what goes through your mind?
Just trying to calm down and figure out what was going wrong. Optic made a lot of adjustments compared to that winner bracket between these two teams. I think Envy realizes that. And on that map number 4, what are you really going to do when
No lo puedo creer, en serio. Optic ya ganó el primero. Tienen que ganar otro.
It's mostly just slowing it down and finding a way to shut down the players on OverTvGaming as much as possible. On that map number 3, you saw Scump take over. Map number 4, Krim was having a beast of a game with that ERAD. Try and slow the game down as much as possible should be the goal.
Well, we'll go ahead and break down that first best of 5. We'll start with map 1. Of course, this one goes OverTvGaming's way, Merc, and it was the perfect start that Optic needed.
Yeah, this is what we talked about, right? In this pregame, I felt like if Envy was going to take this series, they needed this map. But Optic, 3LG, they come to this very, very hot. It was a weird start to this game because you felt like Envy had control. They were getting the kills early on Bridge, but they weren't picking up time. Towards that lower street, again, they left 15 seconds to set up for that Cathedral Hill. Well, Optic breaks them. A very good job by them. Envy, they just weren't picking up the kills. There was times when this game got pretty close, but then Optic went away from it. Just a great game overall from Formal, from Karma.
Yeah, and I mean, even when they gave up that 3, 10, 15 seconds of time, if you're going to do that, you need to make sure you lock down the spawns. JCap, he has an engagement. The player's on his side.
Ya sé, se puso épico.
In the back, but he flies out. He takes the challenge for absolutely no reason, of course. It was on OverTvGaming. If they're trying to push into the hill, they have to force the action, but JCap does that. He falls, the entire thing collapses, and then you're just off to a terrible start.
Yeah, terrible indeed. There, the final score, 250 to 135. Then map 2 comes through, and just when you're thinking, okay, all right, OverTvGaming, we see you starting off strong. Team Envious come out, and it was a comfortable win, Momo.
Yeah, it was, and this is where the crowd really started to heat up, especially when Formal picked up this and it was a big book there. Envious, they kind of showed, you know, what they can really do against a team like OverTvGaming, and this is what we talked about previously. I've got to say, this is like, you know, Formal and John Sniper. This is entertainment. This is Call of Duty's finest right now. But Envy, for me, they were that more methodical team, and I think OverTvGaming, they were caught out a couple of times. And I think that's really what was shown in the end. Apathy, another great series, 11-3, 3.67. You know, he's putting in a shift here for Team Envious.
The same Optic offensive defaults we've seen all weekend long. Just not sure why there's not just a little bit of changes here and there. I get it, they like the plan A, but Envy, they caught on. John had some great snipes. This is why this Optic Envy series is so good, because Envy's able to respond, to have the experience. When you're able to make the series go on longer, that's when players like Apathy and John, they can step up, they can take over those respawn games. Unfortunately, they didn't get that this time, but that's what Envy's able to do. They make themselves this series
Ah, no, él no. Él sí ha jugado competitivo, pero no ha jugado mucho. Pero sí ha competido.
Pero, o sea, no juega tan después del mejor ejemplo.
Ah, exacto. Juega mucho, pero no competitivo.
Taking every single gunfight that he possibly could. And the reason that he was able to do that is Envious just kept taking those fights. And sometimes you match up against a player that is just on form at any given moment. Usually it's Scump or Formal on this team. And when he's just gunning you like that,
you got to start playing for it. You got to start playing smarter and make him look for you a bit. Scump had no reason to slow down whatsoever throughout the majority of this map. You can see exactly what happens. He's hit against those streaks. It's a snowball effect. Optic Gaming has always been, since these four players
esperar un chingo.
the best at snowballing maps into their control. Scump does it here.
Yeah, and then on the flip side of things, if you think back to the first time they played on Frost earlier, Envy was kind of able to just straight up outplay them. They were able to mix things up and do different stuff. They sat in sub bay for a long time, and they were able to stagnate the drone and Optic. Well, when they're forcing the action, they didn't have as much success.
Sí me gusta, pero es difícil de usar.
Well, it's going to be non-stop action the entire time. The only place you can stagnate is over by field, but the drone never sees that side of the map. So when it's just constant gunfights after gunfights, whoever's winning them is going to win the map. And Optic, again, just a full-on performance from them, way too strong.
I think as well, what we saw in the replay there, that kind of game-changing moment where one of the Envy players takes down that reactive armor, and you think for a second, hang on, this could be, a relay, 50 seconds left. However, the overdrive gets popped, it all gets a little bit kind of clustered, and it doesn't pay off for Envy, and then you know that Optic Gaming, they are, obviously defeating Uplink of Envy, defeating Envy on Uplink, and then pushing that game forward, and that's where you start to look around and you think, are we going to a second best of 5? And that's when you ask me, and you kind of said, are we getting the game 5? I don't think so.
¿Te acuerdas cuando qué?
Toda la gente, cuando salieron los puños, los de boxeo.
Sí.
Toda la gente iba con eso. Pero tú tienes 33 de precisión con de los eres. No manches.
¿Es mucho?
Yeah, güey. Yo digo que yo como que cuando tengo con el de
Still at times, you saw it. There was some openings. Envious, they almost start that comeback, but just a great job overall. Crimson has a big game. We've said it all before. If he plays well, this Optic team will be so hard to stop.
Tengo 23.
Just a great game from Optic.
It's a great battle back and forth, and I just love how Optic was able to perform a teamwork.
Ya me subió la precisión en el ojo.
¿Ya?
Yo antes tenía como, sí, ya tengo 19. ¿Te acordás antes cuando tenía como eso, 16?
Multiple players on this team have said it multiple times. If they're all playing selfless, they're going to win this world championship. I saw it there on Scorch, and Joe, you touched on it already. A great job of adapting to what they did wrong in the previous series.
Yeah, I just think Hanger was the big one for me. I mean, you could see it was even, but that's where they lost that game 1 in the winners finals. You could tell that they were trying to play the back spawns. Formal was putting emphasis on it, and they were sort of closing in on the team of Team Envious. They were honestly giving them the hill, but then they would hit it from all 4 angles. Series number 1, Slasher 1.0. On the other side, Scump stepping it up, +10 in this first series.
You heard Jack say, hey Scump, this is probably the most important series of your life. Best KD on Optic Gaming, a 1.14, a fantastic first set. Now, this grand final gets simple. It is a best of 5. Winner takes home your world championship. Optic Gaming, they've done the hard work, they've reset the bracket. Now though, a whole new best of 5. And I'm curious to see the maps that we have for this one. Throwback hardpoint, pressure search, precinct link, breakout hardpoint, retail, search and destroy. In terms of this map set, Teep, I'm going to start with you.
I feel like Envy needs to take this first 2. I think they have a pretty solid chance of the throwback. It's kind of a coin flip though. Envious looks way better in search and destroy, so I think I'm leaning definitely towards Envious, the boys in blue for Crusher. From then on, I really don't know. I can see a map 5 in the series, but if it is going to go for a map 5, yeah, that's what we're all hoping for at this point. But I think those maps 1 and 2, so crucial. Throwback, so important.
I mean, obviously the maps are going to be important, right? But at this point, I think Optic Gaming is just too strong. Their record against Envy so far, they're like 8-2. Well, now 9-2 in series count. They look fantastic. They're better the vast majority of the time. Envy, the one match that we just saw them win earlier, they were playing out of their minds, and I just don't think that's sustainable. I don't think you can put up performances like that consistently against Optic Gaming. Of course, you're going to have to be able to outplay them, but we've seen Optic, they make mistakes occasionally, but they clean them up for the most part, and even on the main stage, this is where they're going to shine.
I'm going with the green wall. I think they end it in 4. I'd love to see a map 5. I think they lose the S&D. I think we see a very close uplink. And then I think Optic Gaming I just have this feeling that they're going to crush it on breakout. I think that's where they end it. That's my prediction. 3-1 Optic Gaming. Their time's now.
Yeah, I think game 1's everything. I think these guys touch on it. We saw these 2 teams. This was the first hard point in winners final. Optic, they took control very early on. They were able to win it. And then, you know, you go towards that crusher. While you guys think Envy is going to take it, I feel like that's an Optic map. I feel like they're going to be very strong on it. And then freezing uplink, yes, we saw that epic comeback, you know, yesterday from Envy. But I still think that's one of Optic's best uplinks. If Envy want to win this series, they're going to call me crazy. They have to win both hard points and game 5.
Steve, you're like, yep. It's a good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Fair enough. As I said, this is a simple grand final now. It just comes down to one best of 5. We've been talking a little bit about Astro Gaming MVP. Of course, that will be announced at the end of the show over at mlg.tv/overtime. Special guest, of course, Doug Sensor Martin.
Vamos a ver cómo se pone esto.
That one, of course, you do not want to miss that MVP.
No, todavía no.
So prestigious, but as I said, the 2017 CWL Championship presented by PlayStation 4 Grand Final just got simple. One best of 5 winner takes it all. Will it be Optic Gaming for the first time in the organization history, or will Team Envious go back to back?
En 2 minutos, chicos, se va a seguir esto. Tengo 11 espectadores, lol.
Oh. Mira mi emblema, no sé si está cargado.
Ladies and gentlemen, guys and
Ya va a
girls,
empezar.
welcome back to the Call of Duty World League CWL Championship. Well, I did CWL twice there, but we're ready because it's the second best of 5. Optic Gaming, Team Envious, Envy. Backs against the wall now as they lost that first series, Jack. I don't know what to expect, pal.
Finally, Optic Gaming as an organization have beaten Envy in a best of 5 here at a Call of Duty World League Championship. But Matt, they have to do it again now. I still don't know if it's possible.
And look, I think we learned about Envy a lot as a team. Last year, they go all throughout winners. They are able to take it there. JCap, in Advanced Warfare, all through winners, able to win that one. And now with this Envy roster, they face a lot of adversity throughout the year, a lot of experience. Let's see how they deal with that first tough loss here to OG.
And again, we'll keep coming back to it, but just 2 weeks ago, such a similar scenario. Optic coming from losers at the Stage 2 playoffs, Envy waiting. Optic has to beat them twice, and they get it done. You know, Scump, I remember talking to him, he was so proud of the team. It was so hard to believe in them being able to do it because it happens so rarely. Imagine doing it twice in a 2-week span with $2 million on the line.
This envious team, they've already won a Call of Duty World League Championship as a roster of 4. They did it last year to end the Black Ops 3 season. Optic Gaming, though, they formed 2.5 years ago with the single goal in mind. Win Optic Gaming a Call of Duty Championship. In Advanced Warfare, they placed 7th. In Black Ops 3, they placed 7th. This year, the curse was broken. They're in the grand final, and they're now 3 maps away from fulfilling their destiny.
I think here in this final series, this is where you need your MVP candidates to be MVP.
Yes.
The side of Envy need a much better series overall from Slasher. They started to play well in that scorch hardpoint towards the end. You need him better over the course of the entire series. Then on the side of Optic Gaming, I think you're looking at Scump. He needs to be the king here. Needs to show up. Everything on the line.
I'm curious, you know, we talk about the MVP. Do you have any strong candidates right now? I feel like for Envy, it has to be, I think, Slasher, clearly. But on the other side, I mean, I think you can make an argument for Formal, Karma, hell, maybe any of the guys. But if you talk statistically, I know Formal's certainly been the outlier.
Well, we'll see who will become the MVP. There's nothing else to talk about. Throw the stats out the window. It comes down to this. The final series of competitive Call of Duty here in Infinite Warfare, and it'll be the best one yet. Optic Gaming versus Team Envious. Let's run it.
On with Karma to kick things off. His teammates clearing the way there, but 3 kills quickly on the kill feed for Envy. Matt, talk to me a little bit about throwback when it comes to hardpoint. How's it play as a map?
Yeah, you want to control the second hill on this map. The barn hill that'll pop up after this train platform, that is the one where you can take a ton of time on. Then we'll go over to the bike path. Then hill number 4, it'll be in the baseball field. All the way on that right-hand side of the map, we see the members of Optic Gaming spawning. Need to hold that one as well. Barn and baseball, the 2 hills you need to control to win on throwback.
We'll see what people can do. Optic Gaming and Envy, when they played this earlier. OG
Déjame pongo a cargar mi cel. En lo que...
Right now, Slasher starting off at 2-2. Holding this outside bike lane as Optic have to push on through to fight for that barn spawn. But look what Crim6 just did on your mini-map. He gets a kill, and he's actually going to be here for Optic Gaming.
Well, let's see where
Y ahora sí al 100. Voy a poner atención. Venga, Scump se hizo una doble.
Optic will be pushing in, Formal with a kill.
And this is such a testament to how good of a player Crim6 is.
¿Qué fue? ¿Dónde salió el encendedor?
Matt, that's his only kill this entire map. And it's the reason why OG even have a chance to hold this hill.
Yeah, but it's going to be
Let's go,
that gives him 15 seconds, which allows him
¿Cómo
to
ves?
get right back into
Uy, ya
this
está
game,
subiendo Envy.
does not matter. The rest of Envy breaks into barn. They will take it back. 30 seconds left on this hill.
And Slasher early asserting his
Se van a ir arriba, Juan.
Towards mid-map. It was Apathy doing the dirty work inside.
No, ya entró Optic.
Looking for his 7. Just picked up a
Se les deja mucho el punto.
Ahí está, pero ya es honesto.
Traded out by
Scump.
Scump gets a couple inside before finally JCap takes him out, but it's a Crim6 show inside.
Karma se chingó a Jacob.
A game mode where it's first to 250 score. You know, to the veterans
Uy,
Call of Duty World League
Foreman.
watchers, I know you guys know this, but guess what? There are thousands and thousands of new viewers tuning into Call of Duty
Venga.
for the first time today.
Sí.
250 is the magic number you need to earn a map victory.
Sigue Karma. Ya lo... Está prendidísimo este perro.
Scarab out, trying to scout mid-map, sees one and actually gets the kill as he was tagged up. That's 3 down now for Envy. As they're looking to try and flip these spawns and get control of that right side of the minimap.
Ya están alejando, es lo bueno.
And Envy is going to give up here on bike path. I mean, they're spawning so far out. They need to hold baseball. But when you rotate early, you need to take the time at the beginning of the next hard point. Optic Gaming, they take the rest here on bike path. They're able to get one good break.
Está cerca de los killstreaks este pinche Karma. Sí, cierto, Formal lleva 0 segundos. Y Slasher lleva 0 también. Karma está cerca del killstreak. No. Game 6. Esto puede ayudar un chingo. Los puede meter al juego, lo que acaban de hacer. Venga. Tengo un dislike. Pasaros por mi directo. Vete a la mierda.
You get a better second half from John. You may be very well able to steal this game 1.
Last year in the Call of Duty World League Championship, it was this man.
Órale, no me había fijado que habían hablado, güey. Venga. Apathy está jugando bien.
But Apathy, the closest we've seen of anybody getting these streaks. He's just a kill and assist away.
Ya se están ya emparejaron, güey, no mames. 25 puntos Apathy. 25 puntos para el otro. Apathy, ya. ¿Qué onda, Santos México? Saludos, güey. Esta es la final, total. Venga. Karma doble. No, tenía todos ahí.
Well, and they also get streaks out of that baseball hold as well there on Apathy. So next time that hill comes up, he's going to be able to use those to break. It should go to Envious again.
And what did I ask you before this?
Y Envious está tomando puntos.
He struggled in the last
Karma.
series. They need him to be huge here in hardpoint. He's done just that. Nearly a minute in the hardpoint. 17 and 10. He's leading all sides.
Karma está destrozando.
Karma, some filthy shots there in the top window.
I mean, right now he might be the MVP of the grand final for Optic Gaming. Scump. Something went wrong for him on that engagement there as Apathy snaps on him to put his KD to just.
Ey, ¿por qué no toman el punto, coño?
This is a map where Scump has gone off famously. We've seen him drop 50 plus, right? He's the all-time slaying leader on this particular map. But I think
se van a ir arriba, se va a ir arriba Envy, se va a ir arriba Envy, no mames.
You see Envious now will take the lead.
John.
Area of the map. He has done such a nice job picking up these kills, controlling the spawns for Envy, which is giving them this hard point.
And what did you say just a minute ago?
John.
John's going to pick it up. They're going to get right back into things. And he is streaking. It was 4 before he fell. But Envy looking for a bit of control, pushing this lead out as much as they can.
Ya se alejaron un buen. No te creas. Son 15 puntos.
Now on a 100-second swing since they were down by 60 earlier on this map. Karma doing everything he can for Optic Gaming, leading in kills, tied for least amount of deaths, and most time in the hard point.
Crimsix está jugando mal, güey.
As well as Formal on the map.
And Matt, you know, you've spoken about Crim6. I know you coached him back in the day. Why is it so crucial for him to pick it up in the slang department right now?
I mean, when he starts to heat up, I mean, he may be very well the best player in all Call of Duty. We haven't seen it in a while. We've seen it on occasion. With how good Formal and Scump are, you don't really need it game to game. But in these big moments, you know, when you're one of the leaders, you need to show up.
Formal.
If you have a good game, it kind of makes everybody else fall in line.
I like the FTL jump there from Formal. He pushes on through. Gets the kill on
Verga, le van a llegar.
Wipes them 4 dead, and now that'll force a spawn on the opposite side of the map from where they want to be.
Formal.
1 kill off the Trinity rocket. He has to play his life here. These streaks could be huge in Optic Gaming's momentum as we head into the second half of this game.
And here we go. Lead change to the favor of Optic Gaming. They've taken it back, but these gunfights in the back are going to be big as well. Can we hop over to Scump real quick? He's going to deal with so much.
Formal se lo chingó.
He get a pick, maybe play his life as the rest of the members of Optic rotate over.
Yeah, so Formal picks
Tienen que
up that kill,
moverse.
so they will have streaks. We'll see if Optic will invest any of them into this hard point. Here comes the Trinity rocket.
Tiene todo.
No.
Slasher, but he also takes out Karma, so you get absolutely nothing out of that Trinity. and because Envy is in control of the hill as well, they don't have to burn any of their score streaks that Apathy has.
Yeah, that's a really poor
Y
sequence.
está yendo arriba otra vez. Ya tienen el punto. Uy, Jacob sigue de atrás.
Seems like baseball's been the saving grace for Envy so far in this map. Now up by about 10 seconds, they should be able to thwart this final Optic Gaming push unless, well, Karma does something like that alongside his longtime teammate in Crypt 6.
And the best part of that 4-team Envious is, you know, the score pretty much tied right now. You will see baseball again. So at that moment, you probably have active camo on Slasher, and you have those score streaks. If you lose Barn at the beginning, you could use the camo to get in there, then you invest those streaks to get baseball at the end.
Well, for now, we're back to mid-map, and it's Scump getting aggressive. He's going to be a real nuisance here as Envy trying to come off spawn. They have to deal with him first.
Oh.
Well, it's a couple of nades up top there in the green that are able to pick him off.
Cream
2
6.
kills now. Either way, no one been able to pick up any time. You can see the play clock dwindling under 2 minutes. I don't think that's going to really come into play too much unless we see a MEA very well.
You never know.
This is the map it can happen on.
They keep playing like this around the hard point that it might just. As both
Formal.
to hop in the hill, Formal snaps to 2. Karma with the 2-piece of his own. And look at
Formal tiene los streaks.
Formal was at one point 15 and 14,
Otra vez.
now 26 and 17, and Karma hasn't skipped a beat.
Verga, güey, está encerrado, güey. Uy.
Formal continues to
Formal. Madre mía, güey.
17, getting the better of his counterpart in Slasher. He's been a monster all weekend long, but there were questions. Would he show up in the grand final? I think the answer is a resounding yes.
14 and 3 in his last 3 lives.
Ya son 30 segundos.
But look at the score swing because of it. Optic were down by 30, now up by 40. Scump uses the reactive armor there, but it does look like it'll help Optic hold on to this hill.
Envy still, though, with a
Y
lot
Optic
of
sigue
active
tocando.
on
Ya son 50 puntos casi. Venga.
For Apathy, you do have Slasher with the active camo, but they're giving up a ton of time here. Envy needs a break here, unless they're going for a win on baseball. You know, maybe you think you can take some time at bike path, rotate over. I think they need some time on this hill, though. The last 15 seconds or so would be huge. As see, John will lose that engagement.
Y no han set. Ya es un chingo de desventaja, güey.
A full 60 seconds for Optic Gaming, their biggest lead of the map, now up by 75. They cannot afford to throw this one away. They have the tools they need. They have the momentum they need.
Formal.
Formal cuts down Slasher. Karma with one of his own.
14 segundos.
One final player.
Ostras, Karma doble.
Vale, sí. Karma, es Karma.
Uy, uy, triple. Aguanta, aguanta, aguanta. Todavía no se acaba, todavía no se acaba.
Karma se la está matando mucho.
Uy. Formal.
Until the streaks start plunging in from the sky. Nobody in the hard point right now. Just 7 points needed for Optic Gaming.
Uy, shit. No hay nadie, no hay nadie. 46 segundos, 6 segundos. 6 segundos, 6. Uy.
The pinch comes in. He does have help. But Optic, they're setting up for the new hardpoint, Maven.
They're set up. And just 5 more points needed. Krem peeks and bowling. He's able to find a kill.
Ya.
Now looking to soar in. The time ticking for Optic.
Ya. Uy. Y ya.
Sí, ya.
Va el primero de 5. Oh, está bueno esto.
Karma with his best respawn of, I would say, all of the second half of Infinite Warfare right there in map 1.
Increíble, increíble. Están jugando muy bien. Tal vez veamos por fin campeón a Optic, güey.
Is he the player he once was? In these big game moments, this is when you need him, and he's showing up.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but he led the way in the game, one of the first best of 5. Yes. I mean, he has been terrific through this. I mean, maybe Formal, your MVP throughout this weekend getting you there, but Karma making an argument right now. He has been so good.
2 maps away are Optic Gaming. People know the famous shot from Vision last year of Formal with his head in his hands after Optic failed again to win this title. This is the
Ni
closest they
idea.
have ever been as an organization. I cannot imagine the pressure on their shoulders right now.
And I mean, you know, the last game will be the hardest. Like, you know, winning map 1, great. Winning map 2, excellent. That closeout game, though. Like, the amount of just pressure, just the intensity that goes into it, it's going to be an extremely tough game, regardless of whether it's like an uplink, a hardpoint, S&D. It's going to be tough.
Well, when we talk S&D, we saw the leaderboard earlier. It's been 3 players from Envy at the top. Slasher, Apathy, John. Formal was, I think, on the list at 8 or 9 until this previous series, right?
I don't know if Apathy was on this list of top 10, but because of how good he has played in the grand final alone against Optic, with 10 plus kills so far in each S&D, he's bumped him all the way up into that second place spot.
A lot like the graphics we saw last year. Slasher, John, Apathy at the top. JCap just making championship plays. Envy has found form here, but they are run up into a juggernaut of Optic Gaming. You know, game number 2, obviously Envy very good in search and destroy. They drop this one. May just be too much to overcome.
And if you're Optic, I don't think you can rely on the recipe for the first series to win all these respawns. I just don't think you can do that. It's going to have to come in a search and destroy at some point, whether it's game 2, whether it's game 5. You talk about how strong you've been in it, you have to win it. But you see how spectacular those 3 players have been in search and destroy. This is going to be one hell of a finish, boys.
So I'll take a deep breath here. We're going to slow things down, head into search and destroy. This game mode, 1 life per round. The first team to win 6 rounds will take the map. Optic Gaming up 1-0 in our second best of 5. Amway Center, make some noise. Search and destroy.
Venga, venga, venga.
Ay, ese no me gusta.
Slasher, number 1 on that S&D leaderboard. We have
Los
seen
han tocado.
drop double digits on this map so many times. Earn multiple
Uy, ya lo vieron, ya lo vieron, ya lo vieron, ya lo vieron. Uno contra 2. Y acabamos, primero de Optic, venga, venga. Es el momento.
Scumpy ya despertó. ¿Te acuerdas del primer mapa, Gabo?
Sí.
Ahí lo cansa, ahora él carrilea.
It's like they know they take this game. They have Envy dead in the water. See how they play this next round, as it'll be Optic on offense. A lot of pressure down towards that bottom side of the minimap. Envy stacking inside. See how quick Envy adjusts here. Has to rotate all the way across the map.
Uy, se van a topar ya.
Sí.
They're about to hit each other. Here we go.
Formal with first blood.
No, vete ahí, vete
Scuff
ahí.
there, hesitant to push forward. They haven't got this plant yet. Tactical does connect.
No lo
Look,
vio.
I like this from Optic. They're going to fall back for a moment.
Ahí ya lo vio.
I don't think Envy would ever try to push through this choke point in this small door. And I don't blame him.
Uy, 2.
Trim 6 with the... Oh, it's just done.
Buena. Buena.
2-4, plantada.
Don't give a kill to Formal. He's already 4-0.
Uy, venga.
Venga, vamos.
Once they get rolling, they're very
Se está hypeando el Scumpy.
First blood and the first 2 rounds here both result in wins.
Venga, venga, chavo. Ya es lo último, es la final.
Was their downfall in map number
Pero aquí se decide todo.
Let's go, Optic.
At least in the first 2 rounds here. Can they keep it going?
While Optic do look dominant right now, we've learned one thing throughout
Venga.
the last year and a half with this Envy team.
No olviden dejar su like. Sí.
Them out. We were reminded of that yesterday when they faced EU United. While they
Vamos
are
a ver,
down
vamos
now,
a ver.
Envy will absolutely be
Forma la
a team that is
4-0.
capable of coming back.
Solo necesita 25 puntos.
They faced EU United.
¿Qué?
¿Cuánto falta para que inicie el otro partido?
Ey, se me trabó. Aguanta, voy a salirme.
Y primera vez que se te traba, vos.
Ahí está ya. Forman sigue vivo. No.
Solo queda karma, solo queda karma.
1 contra 2 con karma. Ya lo vio, ya lo vieron, ya lo vieron.
Could this be the round that breaks their back if Karma can clutch this 1v2?
But it'd be a big round as well, because Optic draws first blood. And Envy able to win the trades from there on out. force this 2v1 scenario.
Ya están plantando.
See Apathy on your screen. Will get bombed down.
Any points that Karma can earn towards this camo helps Optic Gaming in the long run. He has been spotted, which will let Envy players focus their attention towards this side door. First challenge comes in.
No.
Ya, lo cazaron, lo cazaron.
There you go, Envy now on the board.
You gotta like the positioning from Apathy. Completely catches him off guard. And, you know, as much as we talk about clutches, one of the biggest things in Surge with this much pressure is the scenarios you should win, right? The 3v2, the 2v1, you need to do that. And I know you and I talked about
Está bien, van bien, van bien.
that yesterday.
They show it again right there. You know, a lesser team would have spotted Karma in middle map and tried to rush him, play a quick trade. Don't let him kind of move around.
$600,000. Eso es mucho dinero, muchísimo dinero.
We'll set up near rocks, play a free trade. They do it the right way.
Yeah, it's a lot like how NV plays hardpoint, for that long game. Don't really want to chase after kills. They make the smart high percentage plays. As it's the same defense here from Envy. So they put pressure on that top side. Now they're going to be forced to rotate down here towards that bottom side of your map. Over towards B. To try and get a retake.
Envy are here.
Sacaron a Scum.
And no bomb planted yet. Worst case scenario for Optic Gaming in this round.
Todos. No, sacaron a Karma.
But he gets gunned. Formal now by his lonesome. He will be dead any moment.
Uy.
He'll drop 2-2.
2-2.
Big round for Envy. You know, it felt like for a second there, right? Optic won the first 2 rounds. They're going to run away with this game. Envy, slow it down.
Well, Matt, we always mention the word adapt. Teams that kind of learn from what happened to them that went wrong early on in the map and make improvements as the map goes on. Already we're seeing that from Envious.
Yeah, Slasher is a very smart player, especially in Search and Destroy, able to help guide his team into some late round adjustments. Now we'll see what Envy pulls out here on offense, and I'd like to see them play a little bit further back here at B. Maybe see if you can bait Optic Gaming in, because look, you lose 2 rounds if you're Optic. What do you go with? Kind of your bread and butter. Force gunfights, get aggressive. Maybe if Envy plays a little bit further back, they get an early pick.
Okay.
Optic. They want to stick as a unit of 4.
¿Les toca defender o plantar? Defender.
Defenderlos y plantar a...
Uy, cambiaron toda la táctica.
You see the bomb moving up from Envy. That's JCap with the objective. Still no plant again. Very passive. It looks like Optic are going to go for the retake.
JCap wins the first. Traded out though. Informal able to get away with
Y quedó ahí la bomba quedó ahí.
Can't get the angle. Trying to trade 2 times in a row. He just can't get there in time to trade. Flying back.
Apathy contra 3. Ya lo tienen. Venga.
Optic recover. They stopped the bleeding there as Envy did have 2 rounds in a row, and that sums up the teamwork of Optic. 2 bullets peppered in from Karma, and 1 each from Formal and Crimson.
¿Cómo le dispararon a ese güey?
3 players getting involved.
And it's a round where Envy draws first blood. They get into the site. They're not able to win any more fights after that.
Ya inició.
One of those kills.
Vamos a ver.
Different round.
Uy, se van a ir todos de frente. Forman, tocó a uno.
Formal tags up one almost immediately.
Okay, a ver.
2 versus 2. 1 versus 2.
No.
Eliminated. Back and forth we go. 3-3. Nice win from Envy.
You see Scump realizing that's a round that you think they should take, but John dancing
Doble.
inside you gets the final 2 kills.
Well, I think for Formal, after he gets the first kill, after that FTL, he thinks there's 1 player there weak. I don't think he was prepared for 2 to be there. That was kind of the swing. And then they light up for Karma. He's only able to get 1. Things kind of fall apart after that.
Yeah, and when Formal uses that FTL and he picks up 1, it's such a hard thing to communicate where that second player
¿Ya viste cuánto está matando el... ¿Cómo se llama? Formal lleva 7.
Sí, Formal lleva 7. Y el que lleva más baja en todo el...
2 key players from either side, Karma and Slasher. When you talk about camo and how influential it can be on the Search and Destroy, neither really having a great game.
Están haciendo la misma táctica
A little bit here is Karma. But this,
pero vienen atrás de ellos justamente, no mames.
No, le hicieron mal.
Uy.
Not only does he get first blood, but he gets a ton of information for his team. He knows the bomb is there. The challenge now coming in should be the perfect pinch.
Formal, venga, Formal, entra. Doble, casi. Queda. 2-1. Venga, ya lo tiene. Uy, ya, venga, Optic. Se está poniendo bueno.
Ahí le hizo buenas formas porque todos estaban viendo a su lado.
Optic able to handle it here as well, and you've seen Apathy in a bunch of tough spots. Whether it was either bomb site, he gets stuck. He's in a 1v3, 1v2. Not that you expect
Increíble,
him to come
increíble.
up clutch in those situations, but maybe one of these times he's going to go big. But as it stands, Optic Gaming takes the edge. Round count 4-3.
Room 6 just peeking middle. No sniper yet from John. As Optic, they know the site that works for them. They might as well keep hitting it.
Creo que va a haber la primera baja.
As they'll have a 4v2 near this site.
Están muy cerca. Mucho daño.
Slasher just barely able to stay alive there.
And look at the nades. They're predating that site, trying to stop the plant.
Uy.
This is just an onslaught. Both teams flying at each other. Who's going to win it?
¿Quién lo ganó? Optic.
Se me trabó esto.
Venga, 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 venga. 5-3, 5-3. Tienen que ganar 3 seguidos para ganar Search and Destroy estos güeyes.
Kills the two-time champion JCap to put Optic up 5-3.
Verga.
One more round, and you've got a 2-0 edge. Karma,
Camo, Camo.
It's a slaughter as they fly.
Venga. Esto se acaba aquí.
He's been spotted. He's at least able to pick up 1 kill. Can't get away. It's a victory.
Optic.
Gaming and a 2-0 edge.
Uy.
¡Vamos!
Oh, el hype. Venga. Qué hype.
La señal de...
One more match. And that
Optic está haciendo nada, hacer lo imposible. ¿Te has dado cuenta de eso? Venga. Qué hype hubo,
No, round 5 and round 8 during that game, you draw first blood. You lose both of
Karma
those
se mamó
rounds.
con el Camo,
That's ultimately
la
what
doble.
costs you. You hear the fans in the venue.
¿Cómo están festejando?
The fans getting hype. They know how close it is. It'll take one more uplink. We'll get there right after this break.
Ay, güey, no puede ser, en serio.
Épico.
Sí.
2 horas en directo, 2 horas al grado.
Ya sé. Ya que acaben aquí, con un 3-0 épico para acabar esto.
Y después un modo arena, va. ¿Ya viste? ¿Quién está en el directo? Gabo.
¿Qué?
¿Ya viste quién está en el directo? En los comentarios, en el directo.
Sí, hay varios. De hecho, hay 10 personas viendo.
No, ya, mira. Es uno en los directos que hacías antes, que jugábamos Black Ops. Hay uno ahí especialmente. En los comentarios, míralo.
¿Qué? ¿Qué dice?
No, el mío. ¿Ya lo viste? Para favor. ¿Qué? ¿El qué? ¿Qué es, tío?
Chicos, comenten. Hay 10 personas viendo. Que comenten. ¿Quién creen que gane? ¿Quién quieren que gane? Fuck.
En 1 minuto empieza.
Let's go, Optic, güey.
Sí.
Venga, venga, comenten.
La bandera, va. No,
¿Quién quieren que gane?
Ahorita va enlace, va.
Sí, ahorita va enlace.
Pues sí. El spawn,
¿Qué?
No, el spawn.
Optic or Envy? Optic. Optic will win.
GG.
GG, easy peasy. Team Optic. Green wall.
Gringo.
Ok, se supone que ya va a empezar. Voy por un último cigarro que esto se acaba aquí. Se tiene que acabar, venga.
O tal vez no, o tal vez.
O tal vez no. Voy a ir la primera ronda y la segunda ronda ya.
Ya ves esa copa voy a tener un día yo.
Pero porque la vas a mandar a hacer para ti. Quiero un jersey, cómprame un jersey. Dame dinero para un jersey. Dame dinero, Juan, para un jersey.
No tengo ni.
Hay que hacer nuestro team y competir. O sea, no vamos a llegar tan lejos, pero pues igual y un punto. Pero necesitas tener el COD nuevo, güey. No podemos quedarnos en este COD.
Sí. Ay, no, que va a salir, va.
En World War.
Ahí se ve el competitivo.
Sí, ya quiero verlo.
Incredible scenes here at the Amway Center. I've had chills the whole time this entire finals. I mean, this is just my third year involved. You guys have been here longer. Have you ever seen moments like this?
I've been every chance.
Porque ahí no van a haber saltos ni nada y va a ser normal.
I know.
Voy por el tafo.
Black Ops 2, capture talent all the way through the others. This has definitely been, at least in my opinion, the best one.
You know, last year was great in the sense that it was kind of EU versus North America, but here it is just two juggernaut, historical franchises from North America that have helped build Call of Duty from the ground up. They've been here the entire time, and this has just been truly special.
There it is, the title of Call of Duty champion. Everything that these guys play for. Envy, they won it last year. I must say, you cannot count the boys in blue out. That is so key to mention.
If you are Optic Gaming,
Gabo, ¿qué harás si gana Optic?
let Envy hang around in this series. You have them dead to
Gabo, hagamos algo, Gabo.
Jack, you said
Gabo,
Envy,
no
they
está
can come
Gabo.
back in any situation.
No.
Kind of ironic that we're going to Precinct in which we saw them mount the greatest comeback maybe ever in Call of Duty. They might have to do it again here to start the comeback in this series, buddy.
They might have to do it indeed. Oh boy, folks. Welcome. This is what the Call of Duty World League is all about. Millions on the line across the year. And honestly, this could be the final map of our season. The right side of your screen, Team Envious. The left, Optic Gaming. Precinct Uplink. Match point.
It's a nice opening here from Optic Gaming as they locate 3 kills. Rome pushing forward.
And from the side Envious is playing on here, they just cannot let a lead get out of hand. So many times you see Optic Gaming, they get control of the other team's spawn. The next thing you know, 7 points are on the board, 10 points are on the board.
Carajo, ya empezó y yo ni en cuenta.
Keep it low scoring in the first half of the game, then you go on the real attack in the second half.
Let's go, babies. Let's go.
There for a couple of kills, but will be traded out.
¿Alguien sabe cómo va el Barcelona?
You know, Jack, you talked about kind of, from window to statue to block, kind of explain the progression of this map.
There's 3 main power positions on this lane that you see that the drone keeps pushing towards. This top window that Karma's currently playing, the cat statue that you see AR is always hooked up on, and the block that's on the top right of your minimap in that park area. For example, Formal on the middle of these two.
A ver, vamos a ver cómo va el Real Madrid.
Fighting for middle map control. Every kill he gets here will let his submachine guns push up and play that close range, but his job right now
van en 37.
Siempre 0-0 van.
Sí.
Gabo, Gabo, hagamos algo.
¿Qué?
No sé si aceptaría. Si gana Optic ese mapa. No, no sé, es que no sé. Si gana Optic, no sé.
Ya sé, mira. Si pierde Optic, reiniciamos nuestras estadísticas.
Va, los dos.
¿Va?
Los dos. Va. Y si gana Optic, no.
El primero de Optic, bien.
Por favor,
John.
Optic gana, no quiero reiniciar la estadística otra vez.
¿Y si gana Optic, qué?
No, reiniciamos.
¿Pero qué hacemos? ¿Me compras algo? ¿Me compras un S Plus?
No. Fíjate. No tengo dinero. Es que a mí como lo compro de un año, ¿sí?
John, espera.
Slasher trying to layer the map in the towards that block that you were mentioning earlier.
Optic, they have to defend their base.
Uy.
7 minutes from a title. Let's hear their communication.
I get flanked. Cat. I'm weak. I'm still weak.
IL, nice. Another one close app. He slipped block.
Block. Capture. Still behind it.
Yeah.
I'm going white.
Cat.
Coming set. Is he already top?
Try to get to L. Balls can reset.
Let's go. Nice, boys. Let's go, boys.
Orange slasher. One shot. L. John, one shot on me.
White. Oh, caps white.
Ok.
First guy, John on sign right now.
Yeah, they're pushing.
Going high left forward.
Spawn
Spawn.
Karma. Van a anotar de dos.
Scrap back.
We should go new.
I'm on you. He's behind me. Nice, good job. John down on the cat. One more low on me. Go in.
Close, I got you.
Close app, last guy.
No, güey. Por favor, yo no quiero reiniciar estadísticas.
Yo tampoco.
Yeah, I'm wrapping cat, guys.
Bueno, sería la primera vez que reinicio.
Slash orange, I'm hitting him.
Nothing top. Go. Nothing white.
High orange, dead.
Nice.
Yo, back alley.
Go back alley with ball.
Slasher was here.
Go back alley with ball.
Top left.
Orange.
Slasher's top left. Going to the back door. Slasher's back door.
Top shot. Top coming. My bad. He's top. Still top. Two. Still top. One more.
Go hold, Matt. Just keep holding glass.
Good try. Two top glass. Three glass. Nothing white.
Uy, no. Queda un minuto. Queda un minuto.
Get ball back. Start moving it.
¿Podemos una ronda o no? Yo
Uy.
Last guy cat. One shot. He's on the trash can. Inside L right now.
Good, Matt. I spawn white, Matt. I spawn white.
Absurd on me, guys. He's in L still.
Yeah, we're coming white.
In L still.
Is it out cat? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, it's out cat.
Backstairs shot. One needed at the end.
In L still. Backstairs weak. One stop cat, back cat.
Tienen que moverse. Que se acaba el tiempo. Quedan 30 segundos.
Orange, get ready to go this way.
Yes, 30 seconds.
We can go white. Let's go, baby.
Güey,
Got it.
Uy, empataron, güey.
Glass and yellow. One's going white.
Sí, güey. Buena. Yo quiero reiniciar estadísticas. Ganó aquí, por favor.
Madre mía, güey. Uy. Tal vez logran más puntos. Doble, un donk. Let's go, Optic. ¿Quién sabe? Todavía falta.
Todavía falta y reiniciamos. Ya vos, si reiniciamos, te recomiendo que dejes las frases guardadas. O sea, que guardes la materia oscura con pinturas y todo eso.
Sí.
Si reiniciamos para que tenga la materia.
One shot.
What can Envy do? This is a side where they had to fight against E United all day yesterday in this match. And now they have their back.
Sabes que ayer me compré una cuenta hackeada en modo arena.
¿En serio?
Sí, puntos por minuto. 1000 puntos por minuto y 5 de proporción.
Órale.
Y era nivel 5. Fíjate. La primera vez que me encontré una cuenta hackeada. Como ahorita la gente.
They do give a lot of map control to Envy. We'll see if Envy can make anything happen with the drone in hand. JCap's able to grab one. They're bringing it down towards this lower side. They may try pushing it through this back alley.
Nothing. ¡Intercepción!
¡La tapó!
¡La intercepción!
Like a bird out of the sky. How high was he to grab that pick?
That was the highest that you've seen him when jumping. It may have just been the POV we watched it from, but
Super jetpack.
Wow. And we recover though. Still 4-2, one possession game. From 5 minutes down to just 3 minutes now.
Cream Six doble.
Optic Gaming and their first ever Call of Duty World League Championship.
Jacob. Güey, ¿cuántas muertes?
For either side, 3 minutes remaining on the map.
Pero solo es un punto, güey.
Joining us, you missed some incredible games, but this could be the final map at the Call of Duty World League Championship here for 2016. This is crazy stuff.
And Optic is going to end up getting camo. So Karma getting very close to active camo. Slasher on the other side of things may not get this ability.
Ya volví, chavales, ya volvió el
One
nombre.
possession game, camo may be the deciding factor.
We'll have to keep an eye on that great point, Matt, as this goes on.
Dice el tapón, Gabo, Dios mío.
Sí.
Inching closer and
Güey, eso es una top jugada.
payload ability.
Sí.
From 16
Porque
that
pero ese fue épico. Porque
Oh.
mientras
Karma,
solo saltó
Karma.
tú.
as Envy come off the spawn.
He knows there's blood in the water. You just see him soaring
Es que tú
forward.
vas
Güey,
más
Karma,
adelantado.
todos le llegan, no mames.
Respawn in which Karma is leading the way at 21-17.
Dice, ¿saben qué es el-
Uy,
el
uy.
It's
mejor?
going to be that payload, using it wisely. That's going to be the difference in this game.
From 3 minutes down to 2 minutes. Optic
Jacob está de otro lado.
closing in on the title.
Jacob va a llegar por atrás. Lo mataron. Slasher.
And Envy is running out of time here.
John.
They've not been able to get control of mid-map. They have not been able to get
Está poniéndose muy bueno este pedo.
with active camo. This could be the push. Be the one to put it away.
Play though by Slasher. Can he actually stop it? The camo's still up. Has to take the 1 point.
Whoa.
That's big. Makes it a 2-possession game. 3-point
Oh,
lead
let's
for
go.
Optic.
Slasher still hasn't earned his camo either.
He needs what, two kills or so?
Yep.
JCat doesn't have his overdrive. You've got nothing to work with here.
From 2 minutes down to 60
Bueno, Gabo, tal vez
seconds.
ya no
60 segundos. 60 segundos.
Slasher with
60 segundos. Slasher ya tiene camo.
Find anything. All the kills in favor of Optic Gaming.
la doble.
All the way back
No,
to their
Karma.
spawn. 45 seconds away
Mete la una.
from closing this series out.
Scump hunting for that first
Oh.
ring. Doing
Oh.
what he can here to keep Envy players coming off a spawn.
30 segundos.
Given now as Karma finds another 2-piece. Here's the
Ya va
overdrive.
hiper.
Popped. Is he just trying
Buena.
to
Uy.
him up? Make it
Uy.
Ah, buena.
Cream Six. Cream Six.
Buena.
Cream Six.
the curse.
¡Épico!
Oh.
¡Dios mío! Está teniendo orgullo. ¡Dios mío! ¡Campeón!
Oh, 3-0 a Envy. Optic Gaming es el campeón.
¡Qué mejor clan del mundo! Optic Gaming.
Güey, ganó Optic, güey.
Sí, güey. Y lo del final, güey. La triple.
Ahí está
Un
Hex.
cinco.
El de atrás es el mexicano, el dueño. Hex. Ahorita lo ves. El moreno.
Ah. Ay, ya lo vi. Que lloren, voy a llorar. Más de $500,000 para su bolsillo. Bueno, la mejor partida que he visto de competitivo,
Güey.
el de negro, camiseta negra, para
Sí.
Gentlemen, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the 2017 Call of Duty World League
champions. Scum, bring that bad boy over here. 5 times. 5 times you have tried.
Yo quiero que se lo den a
Es la primera vez que Scum gana un no.
¿En serio?
Karma va a tener 3 anillos. Cream 6 2, Scump 1 y Formal 1.
A legendary tournament, a legendary finish. Envy knocks you down. You come back up. Feel free to put that back down if you need. Never. No, it's fine. Karma, I have to ask you though. You have now reclaimed the throne. The only man in Call of Duty with 3 rings. How'd you do it, buddy?
Oh man, it feels great, you know, and just doing that fast.
3 COD Champs lleva este güey. Han habido como 5. Sí, han habido como 5 y él lleva 3.
Ring number 1, and we brought some friends out here to award some prizes. Please welcome to the stage.
Pensé que los 4 eran de Estados Unidos, pero no, él es de Canadá.
$600,000.
Pick a winner, Scum.
¿Y por qué estos anillos?
De campeonato.
Qué chido.
They played all year for the bling on their fingers. And we are getting some beautiful shots, but it's not just the rings. It's not just the glory. Of course, it also comes with $600,000.
Está bien hypeado, Scumpy.
Anything you'd like to say to these guys?
I'd like to say congratulations on behalf of Infinity Ward.
$600,000, cabrón. $600,000 putos dólares, güey.
Massive congratulations. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 Call of Duty World League champions, Optic Gaming. Give it up one more time. It was an incredible tournament and an amazing finish. This was the final event for Infinite Warfare. But we're not done. Coming up next, live here from MLG, it's the official Laughter Time show. Let's send it upstairs for overtime.
Hello and welcome
Bueno, ya acabó, ¿no?
Overtime, the official esports after show.
Espera.
On tonight's CWL Overtime, I will be joined by Douglas.
Ya, bueno, yo tampoco. Pero bueno, espero que les haya gustado. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We will also be awarding this weekend's
no, van a darles. Todavía no han dicho.
A free trip of your choice to any local CWL event. And special guest, MMA legend Rampage Jackson is here with us tonight.
Madre Santa.
We've been waiting for this moment, and it's finally here. There's going to be a life-changing moment for a lot of the players here.
I think that is the key word, life-changing.
Oh. It's all going to come down to who can play the best.
No sé, qué épico.
World League Championship weekend. Welcome to the Call of Duty Championship. It's going to be an incredible weekend.
No, ahorita es un replay.
Ever seen in Call of Duty history.
From the Amway Center here in Orlando, I'm Bloom, aka Cassie Isabel, and we are so thrilled that you could join us following an amazing Call of Duty World League Grand Final. Overtime is our new talk show where we discuss everything from weekend highlights, player antics,
Pero bueno, ya es
and
suficiente.
questionable player fashion
Oh,
choices.
buah. Muchas gracias por haber estado. Leave a like, dejen su like.
Censor Douglas, as
Bueno.
well as Rich Campbell. On my left
Ya.
here, I have
Ya me voy.
Rampage Jackson.
Oh, buah.